or so. But that's positive. We'll keep an eye out on that stock. We'll try to get you more details. But let's turn our attention to one stock that was buzzing in trade yesterday. Som Distilleries and Breweries, well, that was up closer around 10% by the time we wound up. The street was factoring in some part of good news. Maybe it was the capacity expansion that's coming on stream, or maybe, in fact, the scorching summers, increase in consumption. But to find out more, Mr. Arora, the MD of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Arora. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, yesterday there was a lot of excitement on your stock, and one factor that could have been playing out is that 100 crore capex expansion that you have announced. Could you give us a couple of basic details? What is the asset turn? That's what kind of revenues you can generate from this particular investment, and when does it go live?
You see, we have three major manufacturing units. One is in Odisha, one is in Karnataka, one is in Madhya Pradesh. In fact, all three units have took place the expansions, and there is a major after COVID. There is a now major breakout in the consumption. So there is a lot of shortages of the stocks in the market, which we have tried to capture this year. And as it is, the brand is for the whole 9 months. We have been growing.
Right. Mr. Arora, let's just focus on this expansion that you're talking about, and we get that point about the increase in consumption. So how much are you spending on this expansion? I think it was around 100 crores. Does it go live in the first quarter of next fiscal? And what kind of revenue can you generate? Give us those basic details.
This is about, for this 100 crore expansion, about three times the turnover will come. You know, this 300 crore will be added in the coming fiscal. So this thing, the major thing is that the industry is growing at the rate of 8-9%, and we are growing at the rate of 100%. If you see the 9 months figure, so our growth is this thing. So in the last 2 years, from 3.5% to we have reached to a 10% market share of all India, with operating only on about 13 states. So there are
Arora.
Yes.
Mr. Arora, so we got that point. So just want to get into some more specifics to understand how the business profile will improve. You're saying that, you know, on this 100 crores capex, you will get 300 crores of revenue, and you will book that in FY24, if I understood it correctly, right?
Yes. Very clear.
So tell us this. I mean, if I look at the trailing performance of the company, pre-COVID in 2019, you were at around 400 crores of revenue. 2022, you were at 363. Give us a sense of how you're likely to close out FY23. And then 300 crores you're saying will come from the capex itself. What about the existing business? I mean, are we looking at a quantum leap in the top line? I'm just trying to understand the top line profile and how it shifts from the end of this year into next year.
From 325 crores approximate to, we are touching this year about 700 crores. For March, this thing, and next year it's more than 1,000 crores. It's simple.
More than 1,000 crores. Okay, that's really interesting. So the top line is growing in a very, very impressive way. Give us a sense of margins, because again, if I look at the track record, obviously COVID, a lot of issues happening. Margins have been very patchy. I mean, 2019, 13%, 2022, 5%. Give us a sense of what happens as this capex comes on stream, pricing, you know, glass, all of the inputs, everything put together. What happens to the operating margins?
If you see the last 10 years record, we have got the best track record of the margins as comparison to the industry. You compare all parameters of the industry and ours, except the COVID period. This year also, this about 13 to 14% margins is coming. So this has always been a steady margin with the company, all except the COVID period. So
so you're saying, Mr. Arora, that 13 to 14%.
Top line,
sure. So 13 to 14% margin is the band, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got that. Can you tell us a little bit about the debt as well? How much do you plan to do in terms of fundraising? By when will you raise the funds, and how much of that fundraising will be used to retire your debt? If you can just give us the numbers.
You see, the debt, we have not debt at the same level. whatever expansion is we are doing, it is all out of the internal accruals and the right issue we have just this thing. So there we are not increasing the debt. So this is all internal accruals and the rights issue we are taking up.
Okay. So how much will your debt be? Your debt is currently around 150, 160 crores. In the next 1 year, are you planning to bring it down or will it be at this level itself?
No. This year we have taken the expansion. So this is going to be almost at the same level. We are not increasing that this thing. Though turnover is going to be in 2 years more than double, but our is not going to be increased.
All right.
Debt will not go up.
Mr. Arora, so debt will be constant. Very quickly, your promoter stake has been moving up from around 25% to around 32%. Do you have plans of increasing it further from here? If yes, where is that number headed?
Yes. We have the target of reaching about 51%. And
by when?
Whenever
you can, you know, Mr. Arora, you can buy only around 5%, I think, in a fiscal year.
That's the limitation. So we are following that. We have the only authority to have a creeping acquisition of about 5%, which we are doing.
So you want to take it to 50%, and just to reconfirm, I'm looking at your presentation. Your market share last was 3.5%. You're saying you've gone to 10%. Did we get that number correct?
Yes. And next year we are planning to have it up to the 15%. With the mind it is within the half the states of the country, and the market share is of the all India.
Okay, so, all India market share, expecting it to rise to 15%. Got that. Thank you, Mr. Arora, for joining in and giving us all of those details. Very helpful there. That's perhaps explains the reason why the stock has seen such a big up move in the last 1 year or so. Just pull up the 1 year chart. Amisha Vora still with us. Amisha, quick comment on this. I mean, this stock is up over 200% in the last 1 year. Any thoughts?
Frankly, the way he is talking about aggressive top line growth and gaining in market share, and the space we all know is a very good space. So it looks very interesting. I do not have much, earlier idea about the governance, etc. I'm sure it would be in place, but the growth and the space both look, after your interview, extremely attractive to me.
Okay, Amisha, thanks a lot for joining in and giving us an update on a lot of stocks. Have a great day. That's Amisha Vora. Let's slip into a quick break. On the other side, we have Mitesh Thakkar and Sudarshan Sukhani. They'll be joining in for some technical tips. Stay tuned.